Okay, we're just going to look at a couple examples because there's order of operations, but then there's also notation. And so if I had something like this, there are no brackets, it's just all multiplication and division. And so the rule is, yes, we go from left to right. And so we would first do 5 times 2 is just 10. Let me just rewrite everything else. The next thing we would do is 10 divided by 2, which is 5. And then the last would be 5 times 4 is just 20. Okay, so this is true, and that works for multiplication and division, as well as addition and subtraction together with no brackets. Now, these have multiplication signs, which we don't often see, except in like skill testing questions or something like that. But when we have, for example, 5 times 1 plus 2, divided by 4 times 1 plus 1, something like this. You can see these are multiplication signs in here. And so we would do, first we do the inside of the brackets. So we'll do these two and I'll rewrite everything else. So 5 times 3 divided by 4 times 2. And then just like this one up here, we're going to go from left to right. So 15 divided by 4, that doesn't work out nicely just because I'm making it up on the spot. So 15, we'll just write it as a divided by 4, and then we have times 2. So 15 divided by 4 times 2 is 30 divided by 4. Okay, and then whatever that is. We don't usually write improper fractions. Now, I'm going to write the same question, but a different way, and without that time sign. So if we had something like this, oh, this is what I meant. The time sign is missing between the 5 and the 2. So this actually is not the same type of question. This isn't going from left to right. Putting the 5 onto the bracket is implying that these are one number. Those are stuck together, so you would do the divide last. And what's different about that and this one up here is that symbol. Okay, so these are here, which is not keeping them sort of together, but writing them in this way is saying that this is one number. So this could be written as 5 times 2 plus 1 divided by 2 onto 4 plus 1, like this. And you could solve it in this way. Okay, so you do have to be careful of that. So no multiplication sign, this is all together. And in fact, the way you could solve this is by distributing first 10 plus 5, and then that's still all 1 divided by 8 plus 2. This would be 15 divided by 10, or 15 over 10. Or in this way, 5 times 3 divided by 2 times 5, which is the 5's cancel, and we have 3 over 2, and let's just see, 5 cancels here as well, just 3 over 2. And that's how you would do these questions. If there is no multiplication sign, then that is one number kept together. So you can almost think of this as working as two terms. You calculate the two terms first and then the divide is last, when in fact it's sort of one term being like one fraction. Okay, we will often see this in math written this way as well. Okay, so there's two numbers that are divided, and you would figure those two numbers out first.